and soybeans. Sometimes we trade with Illinois.
But our quality is better.
Yes, our quality is better. And every time we hear about tariffs and getting into a trade war with China, there is a lot of concern among our Iowa farmers. What does it mean to them if they start getting hit with very low prices, which have been happening? Where are we going to go with that, and could you provide some clarification on how you're going to make sure that our Iowa farmers, and a lot of our economy comes from that commodity of corn and beans, and we're great at it, but we also need to, pay the bills, pay the notes, and keep our farm families safe and solvent.
And I appreciate that so much. And we do have what's turning out to be a beautiful crop this year, and I don't want to jinx it, but we produce so much of the world's goods. I mean, truly coming out of the breadbasket of the United States, right here in Iowa. Not only are we number one in corn, oftentimes soybeans, we are the largest ethanol producer as well, which comes from our corn. As we look at and pork, we're number one in pork, and 1 in every 5 eggs that's consumed in the United States comes from Iowa. So we're huge producers of poultry and eggs as well. So what we have to do is continue pressuring the president to get the trade deals wrapped up. And I've been actively engaged to a point where I'm one of a handful of senators that does visit with the president, not just over the phone, but face-to-face. We do trade meetings in his office with Ambassador, our trade rep, U.S. trade rep, Robert Lighthizer. We include, when we're talking ag, we include Sonny Perdue in those discussions as well. And we are at a very precarious time. And I did a roundtable with a group of farmers up in Shelby County yesterday. So I was hearing just the concerns that are out there. You mentioned making the banknotes. So what do we do about it? Okay, we have to get trade deals done. We've got all of these that are up in the air right now, whether it's the EU, whether it's NAFTA, whether it's China. So we've got tariffs, they've got tariffs, and now is really impacting our farm economy. Our markets keep dropping lower and lower. So whenever I'm speaking to the president, I always raise this issue that, okay, I understand that we want a better deal. We all want a better deal, but we have to get the deals done in order for it to actually help our economy. So we do keep pushing. I will continue to push for that. In the last discussion that we had face-to-face with the president on the very issue of trade, he did state that he anticipates NAFTA will be done the early part of this fall. He has come to a point where they are ready to seal a deal with Mexico, but Canada is the hang-up right now. So Canada keeps pushing back. So what we've encouraged the president to do, go ahead and do a bilateral trade deal with Mexico. That's okay. They are the #1 importer of Iowa corn. So Mexico is really important. Canada is important to us too. But if we can get Mexico done in short order, Canada will feel the pressure of rejoining our group. So we hope to, and like you said, he hopes to have everything, all of NAFTA done early fall. Short order, we're still suffering. The farmers are still selling corn. Over at Poet this morning, we didn't see many truckloads coming through, and the plant manager said, corn price is so low right now, folks they're not selling. So anyway, it's a tough situation to be in. We want a better deal, but we need to get the deals wrapped up in short order. So I think we're on the verge of NAFTA. The EU, I think, can follow shortly after that. But I'm going to tell you, folks, that with China, it is a long haul. China has been a very bad actor for so very long, and we have just never taken them to task on everything that they have done. Now, I've talked to hog producers, a large-scale one, and they said, our hog prices are hurting right now, but they said, but something has to be done about China. They have to be dealt with. Not only are they stealing technology, they're stealing intellectual property. They have even attempted to steal seed, corn, that has been researched here in Iowa to try and reverse engineer it in China. So we, in the ag economy, we've been hit by China as well. I've heard a number of them, of producers, that as commodities are moving overseas towards China, they can reject it for any reason. So as we've got shiploads of soybeans going to China, they can say, oh, you know what, today we're not going to accept anything that has GMOs, we're going to push it back. So they are bad actors. They don't stand by their trade agreements. So we need to work through this situation, but I think that one is going to be much tougher than actually solving NAFTA or the EU. Now, at that last trade discussion with the president as well, afterwards we did discuss other trade opportunities with Ambassador Lighthizer, and the president and the trade rep have been working on negotiations with 6 other countries that are engaged in the Trans-Pacific Partnership. So with those countries, if we can get those new markets opened up, if we can get Japan done, Japan consumes a lot of Iowa goods as well, that really would be a big deal for us. The problem is, folks, we do have so many trade deals up in the air right now. I wish, for heaven's sakes, that we would just take them maybe one at a time. And that hasn't happened. I don't have control over that. But what I can do is make sure that we're pushing and pressuring the president to get this done in short order. So when I leave the town hall today, I am traveling up to Glenwood for another visit up there. And on that drive to Glenwood, I have a scheduled call with the U.S. Trade Rep, Ambassador Lighthizer. The primary focus of my discussion with Mr. Lighthizer is to make sure that ag is being protected in these trade deals and that we are sewing them up in short order. Again, I'll be pushing him very hard on NAFTA because we have to get that done. But rest assured, I stay on top of this. This is probably between trade deals and the RFS that has probably been the most time-consuming issues that I have attempted to tackle just here in the probably the last 6 months or so. This one is extremely important to me. We see how important it is to Southwest Iowa. I come from a farm family. My family's still engaged in farming, and I understand how hard it's hitting everybody. So I know the president's intentions are good, but we need him to wrap up these deals. So we'll keep pushing. We'll keep pushing.